Hi guys, welcome back. Last week I said I was going to do a couple more videos on how to respond to an employer's motion for summary judgment, but frankly the response to last week's video was so lukewarm that I don't see the point in doing 2 more videos on the subject. So I'm going to keep today casual because it has been a series of problems trying to get this video done. I don't even know if this time is going to work, but if it doesn't, I guess I won't upload a video this week. And if you're seeing me, obviously it worked out. And instead, I'm just going to share a little bit about what's going on with me this week and what I have coming up with my family. And while this isn't going to directly apply to your EEOC fight, it is a subject I think you guys are going to be able to relate to. My half-sister and her family are coming for a visit, and it's going to be their first time in Chicago. And I'm going to be playing tour guide, which is really funny because I'm a noob here myself. If you guys have suggestions for things to see and ways to navigate the city, please drop them. I could use them. Now, of course, I'm looking forward to showing them the sights, but what I'm personally looking forward to most is seeing my niece, who's 17 and getting ready to go away to college, and my nephew, who's 13 and not that far behind, take in the melting pot of diversity that is Chicago. They still live in small town Tennessee, where I grew up, and it was a great place to grow up, but the culture there is a little monolithic. I mean, it's mostly white, straight, Christian males, which is pretty normal and I guess fine unless you happen to be a little girl like I was who wanted to be an engineer someday. In high school, my teachers and guidance counselors were constantly dogging me to be a math teacher instead and leave engineering to the men who were better suited for it. Thankfully, I ignored their advice. So I majored in engineering at college, and after my first year, I had an opportunity to go work in Saudi Arabia as an engineering planner on a big construction project there. And it was a phenomenal opportunity. I mean, great pay, a really good thing to put on my resume, and a big adventure to boot, so I leapt at the chance. I mean, Saudi Arabia was halfway around the world from where I was. I couldn't have gone farther away, and I was really looking forward to it. And to sweeten the pot, my employer also gave me a 1-week, all-expenses-paid stayover anywhere I wanted to go, and I got another week on the way home at the end of the summer. So by the time I graduated college, I'd seen almost the whole world. Now, of course, as a tourist, I really don't know what it was like to live in any of the places I visited, but I saw enough of other cultures to know that there are a lot of different ways to live and be happy in the world. And I needed to see that. Traveling was culture shock sometimes, but I soaked it all in. And everywhere I went, I tried to meet the people. And the more people I met, the more I realized that we have differences in costumes, languages, beliefs, customs. I mean, all of that is real. But when you get down to a human level and how we are as people, we have a lot in common. And I needed to see that too. My travels expanded my horizons way beyond what I thought was possible growing up in small town Tennessee. And that experience has left me with the belief that if every kid could travel the way that I did, the world would be a better place. Although I realize I had an exceptional opportunity. So I don't really know the politically correct way to go at what I want to say next, so I'm just going to spit it out, and if I misstep, you guys set me straight. I don't mind. My niece and my nephew are mixed race, half black and half white. And while they seem fine, and I don't know what they go through in small town Tennessee, I do know that when I go back there, the place doesn't seem to have changed that much. And I know what I went through when I was there, so I worry about them. Because I know how brutal that culture can be for people who are different. And these are great kids. They deserve better. Frankly, all kids deserve better. So I am really excited to be able to take them to a place where there are going to be a lot of people who look like them, doing a lot of things that they maybe never thought about doing, and expanding their horizons beyond small town Tennessee too. I wish I could take them on a trip around the world, but I can't. So hopefully Chicago is a reasonable substitute. I mean, all the cultures that I saw in my travels are alive and well right here in Chicago. Unfortunately, so is the misogyny, the racism, and all the other isms that are out there. Chicago isn't perfect, but I'm hoping they get to see a little bit of a bigger world than the one they're seeing in small town Tennessee. And I'll be back here next week. I'm not sure what I'm going to be talking about, but I do plan to get back on topic of how to survive your EEOC fight. So I'll see you guys then. And until then, take care and hang in. Fight smart.